this is going to be a good one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be a good one. That is one thing that I can say. That's for sure. Yes, it's going to be a good one. Nope. How the hell? Why can't I? Oh, I give up with Facebook sometimes. My dog Spawn, hey, how you doing? How you doing? You're gonna like this, dude. Spread the word. Spread the word. This is gonna be interesting. Hence the sad face. Me sad. I'm so sad. But I tell you one thing. Today we're gonna be looking at a document, a court document. Yes, I'm just letting people come in, join in. Once everyone's here. God, that coffee's strong. Yes, and I can tell you right now, Bruce is no longer, he's banned from this channel. And so are the two fleas. Kathy, good morning. Just so you know, I have set the slow mode to 35 seconds because I'm going to be reading a lot of stuff here. So I do apologize if it's a bit irritating, but I need to concentrate on the document. You know what I mean? So we need to make sure that everything is prepped. Skipper, hi. Are you reading them? I've sent. Are you pleased? Yes, you are reading them, aren't you? Yes, you are. Come on, you, Mr. Beard with bungee cord in it. Apparently. How you doing, brother? Hope you had a good night. Hope you had a good night's rest. Hope you're doing okay. Hope all is good. And welcome. This is going to be an interesting one. And a good morning to you, Marie. Good morning. You're gonna. I'll just wait for. Actually, you know what? Let me put it. Right. I want to keep the chat to. I want to keep it as slow as possible. I do apologize, but you have to understand that I need to concentrate now. Yeah. So I'm going to put it down to 15 seconds. There you go. Good morning, Al. Good morning. Right. The document I've got is public. It's public on a public domain. It's public information. And basically, I have tried to redact as much as I possibly could of private information. Nice. Good. But, right. Okay. So are you guys ready? Good morning, Uncle Frank. I hope you're all ready. I hope everyone is fine for after that storm. And this morning, we're going to be talking about a court case. So with no further ado, let's get to it. As you can see, the first, basically, it's the court document that has been handed. Basically, the motion has been put in by yours truly, Mr. Matskin. And basically, reply memorandum to support of summary judgment on counts 1 and 2. Now, before I carry on, this is about the signage. Okay, and obviously, the signage, you've got one handwriting expert, okay, who's identified Lynette Preston. However, okay, over the last week, the Mr. Baggett, okay, was employed by the fleas and by Mr. Matskin, okay, to be their expert. But obviously, we already know about that. So what we're going to do, we're going to read through this. The plaintiff has produced no evidence of publication of the signs beyond 3 individuals, and no evidence of damages from that. Now, I'm just going to read this out. Half of it I don't understand, but one thing I do understand, you are about to see someone get thrown under the bus. Big time. Right, and there you go. I've already missed 2 names. But anyway, so obviously, none of whom have indicated that affidavits that believe the statement of the signs and sign damage plaintiff. The plaintiff evidence that, okay. Right, we're going to go to the next page. Now, property on page 2. All right, the property one early Sunday morning in May 2023, as they were driving past at 7:15 a.m. on their way to work at the post office. Obviously, Mr. Grange collected the signs and encountered Sim in the golf cart, who had collected some other signs along US Highway 19 of the intersection with State Road 24. And Paget took all the signs and delivered them onto. See, even I make mistakes. But anyway, plaintiff on his schoolhouse property at River Creek. See plaintiff memorandum. Blah 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 blah. According to blah 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 blah. Sunrise on May 14th, 2023, 6:39 a.m., meaning that if the affidavits are truthful, the signs were potentially visible to passing motorists for 41 minutes before discovering. Wow, he did, go back and check that, didn't he? Bless him. All right, but that's just being anal. That's just being anal. All right, and if I was driving down the road, do you seriously think I would stop, get out of the car, put my nose against the sign and read it? Come on, dude. People are paying attention to the road. It's one of the most dangerous highways in that area. You seriously think they're going to, for 1 second, go, oh, look, there's a sign there. It says rapist on it. All right? You fucking idiot. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, 41 minutes. There is no evidence that any vehicles drove past them. And there is no evidence a single person other than the 3 allowed saw the signs. Right, so that's speculation. So there's already the first problem. All right, so he's speculating. So he's saying that, like, what, again? Oh my God, they need to get, like, seriously, they need to settle down. They need to find someone and settle down. Anyway, there is thus no evidence of publications beyond Teresa and Stephen and Sim, and there is no evidence of damages as a result of the derogatory road signs being seen by these 3 individuals. None of the 3 stated in their affidavits that they would believe the defamation statement of the signs or repeated them to anyone. And the plaintiff has not explained how he has been damaged by these 3 individuals having signs that were allegedly posted. Well, when you've got stuff on there that, hell's rapist, and all that crap, of course. Yeah. I mean, if people saw him, do you seriously think they're like, oh, I saw a sign where it said stuff on it, so I need to contact the police, or I need to go and stop at the schoolhouse and tell everyone there that I've just seen a sign? Don't forget, there's people who live in that village, okay? They don't drive around at warp 2. But you wouldn't know that, would you, Bruce? Because you're an idiot. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So none of these 3 stated in the affidavits that they believe that the formative statement said blah, 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 blah. Just reading that 1 page has already hurt my head. Now here comes the defamation under Florida law has these 5 elements. 1, publication. 2, falsity. 3, the statement was made with knowledge of reckless or disregard as to the falsify on a matter concerning a public official, or at least negligently on a matter concerning a private person. 4, actual damages. And 5, the statement must be defamatory. Calling someone a rapist, I think that is defamatory. Right? And then he's thrown in turn of the citing Jews for Jesus in court, racist rap, Montgomery, based Gordon, blah, 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 blah. Even assuming that defendants wrote and posted the signs without evidence of publication beyond the 3 affluence and without damages from that minimal publication, the signs alone cannot justify the denial of summary judgment. I don't know what you're on about there, but someone probably might explain that to me. The plaintiff abandoned the defamation claims based on the social media statements specified in the complaint. In the complaint, the plaintiff alleged a number of specific social media posts by the defendants that he claimed consolidate defamation. Actual fact, I think everyone has seen them. I think everyone has seen them. So I don't know, alleged. They're definitely not alleged. They exist. Even I saw them a while back, and I can remember seeing some of those posts. So, even if they've been deleted, they do exist. Right? See complaint dot blah blah whatever. The plaintiff does not address these statements in his opposition memorandum. Instead, he adds 20 new allegations of defamatory statements not mentioned in the complaint, which take up 9 pages of the plaintiff's memorandum. Wait a minute, Bruce. Is it too much for you to read? Is it? Do we have to call you Bubbles? Do we have to call you Gold Bubba's Fish? 3-second memory. Hey, are you that slow that you can't read? Huh? And then you obviously got the footnote and all that. Well, Tug and Megan can deal with this one properly, right? Okay. Plaintiff seeks to add new defamation claims without amending complaint. Now, obviously, I don't know the law over this, so I'm just going to read this out. The 11th Circuit recently upheld summary judgment where the plaintiff sought to rely on defamatory statements in opposition to summary judgment that had been alleged in the complaint. The district court correctly refused to consider defamatory statements Grayson's alleged in his opposition to summary judgment that he admitted from or never sought to add by amendment to his Second Amendment complaint. Yeah, morning, everybody. Right. So then you got blah, 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 district court rules, blah, 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 plaintiff may not amend her, blah, blah, blah. The complaint did not allege any of social media statements contained in document, although the plaintiff is raising them for the first time in opposition to summary judgment. Even if they are considered, they are nothing more than a hodgepodge of opinion, hyperbole, and insults. Wow. I should have read this before I fucking put it out there. I needed to redact that word. Oh dear. I'm going to be sued now because I allowed the word hodgepodge. Oh my dear God. Oh dear. All right. Yeah, I'm done. It's over. Skipper, it's over. It's over. I'm going to pack my bags. I'm going to come and move in with you. Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I allowed the word hodgepodge to be mentioned. It's a very descriptive word. I should be ashamed of myself. I am sorry. Oh my God, who would use a word like that in a document like this? What the fuck? I thought this guy was a professional lawyer. And he wants to insult and be facetious? Really? Okay, so anyway, hyperbole, insults, none of which are actionable as defamation. If they were, the courts would be inundated with thin-skinned and fucking what? I need to read that. Let me enlarge that. They were, the courts would be inundated with thin-skinned. Thin-skinned? Hey, foreskin. Don't you have a thin skin? Oopsie. That was a bit of a slip of a tongue. Litigious people like the plaintiff. Oh, now you're having a fucking dig at him in a fucking court memorandum? I hope that Jeremy's lawyer catches that. What page is it? Page 5, guys, by the way, page 5. All right, every time their feelings were hurt or were subject to a nasty comment on social media, regardless of where the guy, wow. Wow. As a general rule, a plaintiff cannot base a defamation claim on opinion, non-literal assertion of fact, or ridicule, hyperbole, color, fucking whatever, blah 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 blah. True statements that are not readily capable of being proven false, and statements of pure opinion on projected from defamation actions by the First Amendment. Courts decide whether the given statement is one of the fact, opinion, or rhetorical hyperbole as a mother of law. A defamation claim may not be actionable when the alleged defamational statement is based on a non-literal assertion of fact. The First Amendment provides protection for rhetorical hyperbole that cannot reasonably be interpreted as stating actual facts about an individual. It is the courts to decide of the matter of law whether the complaint of words are exceptionally expressive or fact, non-affectional expressions of fear. Fucking whatever wording you're using there. Jesus Christ, can't you speak English? Right, just on that there, what you're telling me is basically if I call someone here a rapist, I can say that without getting done, and it's not defamation. It's just I can claim First Amendment freedom of speech if I call someone a rapist. Is that what you're saying, Bruce? Is that what you're saying? Wow. Good morning, Tim. Yeah, I am. And I'm also reading Yoda. Yoda, just for the record, just post up one more. That's it. Yeah, no more. Okay. I'll explain in a bit. Right. So basically, what Bruce is saying here is that people can fucking call people anything they like, and then it's the courts to. It's basically comes under the First Amendment. Or Yoda, you've put right. Yoda, you've posted that twice now. All right, please stop doing that. Okay. Once is enough, fella. Wow. Right, on the expression of fact of the expression of radical hyperbole, I need a fucking context is paramount. Other than merely reciting many of the statements and issues without limitations, the opposition contains the analysis of any of the statements in the 20 exhibits. No serious argument could be made that to support the claims of defamation, so the plaintiff has chosen to make no argument whatsoever. Statement in Melissa affidavit. The plaintiff offers to affidavit of Melissa, who avers that she took screenshots and notes of statements posted by Miss Preston while she was a member of Miss Preston's private Facebook groups in 2023. Specifically, Miss Melissa alleges that on July the 22nd, Miss Preston wrote in her private Facebook group that she did not post the derogatory signs about Mr. Hales around Otter Creek, Florida, because Mr. Cook posted the derogatory signs about Mr. Hales around the Otter Creek, Florida. She also stated that Mr. Cook is verbally and emotionally abusive. She also encourages all of her faith. What? Is that the way you're going to get out of this shit? Is that the way you're getting out of this shit? You're throwing your fucking ex-husband who lives with you under the fucking bus? Is he aware of this? Does the sheriff, the Levy County Sheriff's Office, have been down to that property to remove all pew-pews? because apparently he is verbally and emotionally abusive. And we already know about his past and his background. I would suggest that like, you know, I think that like they need to be separated because by the sounds of it, Mr. Matskin, you are saying that Mr. Cook is a danger to Mrs. Preston. Because by this document and the statements they did in the Ohio court, this is not the first time Lynette Preston has thrown Mr. Cook under the bus. But here it is in writing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just enlarge it so you can see it with your own eyes. There you go, right there. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, talk about writing a statement to the fact. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is. This is absolutely this is news breaking. This is groundbreaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So now we've got it. Now Bruce has thrown Mr. Cook, who he is representing, under the bus. So his own lawyer has just thrown John Cook under the bus. Literally. To me, right? So she denies writing it, but she knows he wrote them. She says that she didn't do it, but she knows that John Cook did, and he. You know, me thinks wolf cry wolf. So what you're saying is that basically she and John Cook. I mean, this is without fails tells me straight away that them two did those signs. I mean, she's throwing John Cook under the bus, so that means you know what that means, then, don't you? Yes. Yes. Oh, I really fucking hope that Megan Fox, no, not that Megan Fox, the other Megan Fox, and the Umbrella guy cover this this document. I fucking hope they cover it. And you know what? When they get to this page, I'm predicting right now, they are gonna fucking laugh their asses off. They are gonna go fucking berserk. When they read that, they're gonna go, fuck it, do it. What an absolute fucking idiot. Members to report all of Mr. Hale's YouTube videos to YouTube. On other than citing these statements by the opposite pervert, there is no explanation or argument as to their relevance or how they somehow constitute evidence in support of the plaintiff defamation claim. You just fucking you just wait, fucking you've broke me. Tilt. How can you say it doesn't have any fucking? You're basically saying it's got no basis, but you just admitted that Preston's just thrown. Oh, it gets better. There is no explanation or argument as to the relevance to how they somehow constitute evidence in support of the plaintiff's defamation claims. If anything, they exonerate Miss Preston and I've alleged of Mr. Preston's alleged statement that Mr. Right, she gone for right. So wait a minute. Has Miss Preston now become Mr. Preston? Good on her. Well done. Congratulations. Welcome to the LGBT plus group. Well done. Good on you, Leonard. Leonard. Well, I don't know. So, I don't even know how to address this now. Preston alleged statements that Mr. Cook posted the signs in triple hearsay. My note screenshots told me Miss Preston. Oh, she's Miss Preston again now. Said that Mr. Cook told her he posted the signs, and thus not competent evidence in opposition to summary judgment. Notably, the plaintiff expert does not opine Mr. Cook wrote any signs. What? The thing is, like, I mean, this is groundbreaking. I mean, even if, say, for argument's sake, you didn't know that Cook did it, at the end of the day, Who had the idea of writing the signs? Who had the idea of writing what on onto the signs? The skipper's still here? Yeah, he's still here. Hello, everybody. Wait a minute. Hey, Uncle Frank, I think she sounds more than like fucking that. I tell you what, not they mentioned that they admitted to say. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, after reading that one paragraph by Mr. Matskin, representing Lynette Preston and John Cook, I've come to the conclusion that Mr. Matskin has not just thrown Mr. Cook under the bus, but also Lynette Preston under the bus. Well done, lawyer. Well done. Give yourself a POB. POB. Give yourself POB. Pat on the back. You absolute fucking idiot. I'm not even legally trained, and I can see that you've thrown them both under the bus. And you now put it into a fucking legal document. And you've put that document into the courts. This one, for sure. I mean, the thing is, he brings this fucking this ever writing expert, right? He has no qualifications, no certifications whatsoever. Even if he's been doing it for 30 years, right? Doesn't make him a fucking expert. Just like these fucking processors that he's employed. Scott Hart and fucking the other guy? The other guy's a former police detective. And there's only been a processor since this year. And the other one since last year. So they're brand spanking new to it. Yeah. So what's that tell you? How much is this all going to cost? Conclusion. The plaintiff's entire evidence amounts to 3 of his acquaintances coming across some signs stated in the grass at dawn on a Sunday morning. Right, let me put something. Just let me throw a little fucking curve here. Right, at that time, I don't think that Jeremy actually knew those 3 people that fucking well. I think he knew them specifically from the fucking town hall. All right, this was right at the fucking beginning. So, acquaintances? No. More like fucking neighbors, people that he spoke to on the passing or some shit like that. But anyway, collecting them and delivering them to the plaintiff's property where an unnamed agent took possession of them. Why don't you say unnamed person, not an agent? See, you're twisting words. You put an agent in there. What you're saying there is a 007 Bond, James Basildon Bond. Right? Took possession of them. There is no evidence or even claim that the plaintiff was damaged as a result of the signs being discovered by the 3 individuals of having them possibly posted for as long as 41 minutes of daylight before being removed. What about Collins? When did he start getting interested in the Hales? Was it around the same time all this shit started kicking in? Did he go, oh, I can make some money out of this guy? Even assuming, now we're assuming. So before it was alleged, then it's speculation, now we're assuming. The jury would find Miss Preston and or Mr. Cook wrote and posted those signs. There is simply no evidence of publication of damages. Really? Reputation, loss of earnings, mental anguish, So summary judgment must therefore be entered on courts 1 and 2. And that's it. And that's it. And this is here, and this is the other one. Pursuant to the defendants must have summary judgment on courts 1 and 2, complaint on the ground that there is no genuine dispute as to any material fact and the support thereof, defendants memorandum, like whatever fucking, yeah, and there's the next one. So what you're telling me is basically you got your ass kicked, and now you're sad because you can't use your own guy. Right. I don't know about anyone else. I'm not a legally trained person. I mean, I understand what he's saying. Well, partially what he's saying there. Basically, what he's saying there is that they're blaming John Cook. They're blaming John Cook. That's just fucking. That's just. Am I fucking missing? I mean, am I missing something here, or like, Skipper? You still here? Can you fucking please explain? Am I missing something here? I mean, this is not the first time it's been brought up that Lynette's throwing fucking John under the bus when it comes to those signs. Right, a handwriting expert that's already been in the game from the get-go, right, has stated from paperwork that even Jeremy has fucking pointed out, has identified that she wrote at least 3 of those. So that means she wrote 3 and John Cook wrote the rest. And then John Cook went out and put them out, which he must have done during the night. You see, this is the thing. Bruce is saying that, like, you know, he's saying 41 minutes after the sun rises, right? So basically, sun rises at 6, whatever, right? Say let's sun rises at 6 o'clock, right? By 3/4 of an hour later, you got people driving down the road. Do you seriously think they're going to see fucking signs like that? Oh, this is way more than that, Tim. This is way more than past a buck. Because fucking Bruce is not going to get a buck. That's the whole fucking point. Well, Collins, I think he needs to pay more attention about his old man who's in jail for a specific reason. Funny enough, one of the signs actually, no, anyway. I'm just trying to fucking trying to get this into my fucking head. I'm just trying to get this into my head. Right, so they admitted it on Facebook. They admitted it in the higher court, and now he's admitting it in that. If I was a fucking judge and I read this and I did some background checks and I looked at some of the evidence and I saw this, I would fucking arrest him. I'd put him in the content. I mean, come on, look. No, you can't be that fucking naive, especially you, Bruce, and your 2 little fucking minions, the 2 minors who like to smoke cigars. You can't tell me that you guys are going to sit on that platform and fucking blow sunshine up fucking Lynette's ass, making her think that she's innocent and that she's got the golden girl. I mean, the amount of fucking evidence that is building against her, and that's just by doing research. That's by just typing her name in. You could you could type her name into Google right now, and I bet you bet any money that the first pictures come up as her, John Cook, and that little beautiful girl, right, who needs saving, okay, at a table when it was her birthday. Then those 2 fleas, these 2 idiots, go on about the adoption, which is fucking very questionable. You have no clue what you're fucking doing. There is a tidal wave of fucking facts coming to you, and you have got no clue. Like I said before, and I've been saying, Jeremy's no angel, right? He's full of himself and everything else. But I'll tell you one thing: when it comes to facts and truths, right, he's on the ball. Okay, and everyone I have come across, Deanna, Brett, Therese, everyone I've come across, Travis, if they had any fucking play in this, you know, if they were lying, what benefit are they? What are they getting out of it? What's the benefit? Nothing. Teresa and Brett, they've gone off on their own little fucking merry way. They're doing their travels and everything and having a great time, which a couple should have. Right? Travis is trying to fucking protect his partner and his property and everything else, and he's helping his parents. Deanna is doing what Deanna does. Yeah, there you go. Just did that, Spawn Trooper, and I get the newspaper story from when she adopted the child. 2 photos. There you go. Okay, public figure. Now do some more digging. You'll come across the surname Caridos. A lot of people don't know about that surname. Oh my fucking god! Now I can understand why. What the hell is so stressed? Now I can understand. You know, I mean, properly understand. You know, it's like, you know, I'm no legal fucking expert. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Tug and Megan or, you know, Skipper. I mean, Skipper, he's fucking intelligent. He probably might fucking be able to do that. But me, I just see the bullshit. I just see the bullshit in it. And at the end of the day, you know, irregardless who's right and wrong, you don't put signs up saying people are a rapist. You know, you don't do that. Oh, and by the way, Bruce, if you or your minions are sitting outside and listening to this, yeah, I saw your comment and I've deleted it. And I've also deleted the other comment from someone else who is a brand spanking new account. So I've deleted that one as well. And I've also banned you, you know, so hopefully I won't see any more BS from you. And what do you mean with the other shoe on the other foot? No, I don't wear shoes, sunshine. I wear boots. Yeah, and the thing is also, Bruce, you don't intimidate me. You could be standing right next to me. You would never intimidate me. Do you know who would intimidate me? I'll tell you who would intimidate me. Skipper's dog. Skipper's no. Actual fact, Skipper's cat. That's not a cat. That's a mountain mine. That feline would scare the hell out of me because that fucking thing is huge. Right? But seriously, guys, here's like, I know that you guys are like recovering from all these fucking hurricanes that are literally ripping Florida, trying to rip Florida off the bottom of America. You know, I just touch wood. Touch wood. No one's been unalived. I touch wood. I hope everyone actually put themselves in a safe environment. But spelling mistakes. Hello, Amal's girl. You missed it. You can catch up later. But spelling mistakes, calling Lynette Preston Mister. Yeah, and you want to get taken serious? And then throwing John Cook under the bus? Wow. See, I just choked on my own spit then. Just saying that. Look, you know. And then they put a post up saying, "Oh, the tails are all right." Yeah, everything's underwater. But here's a question. You don't just have a couple of turtles, you've also got a couple of dogs and God knows what else. Sorry about this. So it's the first time I've seen you talk about your turtles for a while. They're probably like doing what Snowball's doing, trying to escape and get away. I mean, one of them ended up on a blanking post. There's a TikTok thing with a turtle on a post, and you can see his head with his mouth open. He's going, "Help! Help me! Help me! Oh, hello! Help me!" Yeah, poor sod was probably swimming and minding his own business and just having a good time. And next thing I know, a fucking wave went, "Fuck off!" You know. But this is going to be interesting. This is definitely going to be interesting because the fact of the matter that Bruce is richly throwing John Cook on the butt. I mean, I wonder if John is actually aware of this. Ever heard political signs should be and she put them up in a property where the 5 officers. You can't do that. Oh, really? You see this? Yeah, but the thing is, Roy, here's the problem, right? It seems that she can do what she likes and get away with it. Because all I've seen is Levy County Sheriff's Department and the DA and everyone else, right? Sort of like circumvent around. So what's going on? Have the Meeks got something to do with this? Yeah. You know, I mean, she wanted to become a counselor. I find it quite interesting that she's been there 2 years or 2.5 years, and then she wants to get on the board. But you know, I mean, I wouldn't even let her anywhere near a freaking lollipop stick, let alone anything else. And the fact that there's a poor child all amongst all this, and people seem to forget about that 5-year-old child. Now, I haven't. Hashtag safe. Yeah. I'm not going to say her name because I think she's been abused and used as quite a lot, and it's only fair not to mention her by name, and I'm not going to do that. Right. And that's another thing to Deuce Foreskin, you absolute pleb. You're not even a human being, mate. And that's my personal opinion. I think the best part of you ran down your mum's ass when she farted. That's my personal opinion. It's not hate speech. It's my personal opinion under the First Amendment of freedom of speech, and over here, freedom of expression. All right. You are not a lawyer. You're an ambulance chaser, and the way you've behaved and everything else, I hope they throw the book at you. I really do. Now, a lot of people may be offended when I swear and everything else, but that's the way it is. But one thing we need to remember in this whole situation there is a 5-year-old child, and it seems that people are forgetting that. I mean, like the two fleas make a big deal of it, but the only time they make a big deal of it is when they want money off people. Ever noticed that? Has anyone ever noticed that, or am I the only one who's noticed that? Yeah, sunflower. Lynette's writing. No, but seriously, has anyone else noticed that the only time the two fleas talk about that child is when they're trying to get money? Yeah. Go figure. Go figure. Do you know, at the end of this, right? As far as I'm concerned, at the end of this, there's 3 things I'm going to walk away from. I've got new friends. I've come to the realization that, like, when I go to America, I need to make sure that I've got a decent lawyer with me, an armed guard, and blinders, so I don't see all the crap, and just stay away from Florida. Because, no disrespect, but so far most of the negative shit is in Florida. I wonder why. That's probably why. No, I can't do that as a joke. It's too soon. Can't too soon. Milton the hurricane came to clean up house, but that's too soon. I better not joke about that. No. But yeah, there you go. I mean, fuck. I can't. I've got nothing further to say. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. The fact that he threw him under the bus in a document, in a court document. But does anyone notice one thing? Did anyone notice one thing? Let's see if anyone noticed it. Anyone notice anything? Let me change the fucking. Let me change something here. I can change it now. Now that I've read the document, let's turn that shit off. There you go. There you go, guys. Has anyone noticed anything? Chat away. Let's see if anyone noticed it. I think I mentioned it twice or 3 times, but let's see if anyone noticed it. All right, classroom, let's see if anyone's been paying attention. Well, besides that, Simon, what else? What else is missing from this court motion? Okay, Lemon, hi, sweetie. I said, what is missing from this motion? What hasn't he added to that? And while you think, I'm going to have a cigarette in peace. And just for the record, I'm no legal, you know. Besides evidence, he's made he's made comments towards the signs. Apparently, there's 20 of them now. Sounds like she is a very bad environment and not getting. No, yeah, she's not. And yeah, he didn't file it. There you go. Everyone applaud Roy Lonsinger. He didn't file the expert report on his side. I wonder why. We wonder why. Wonder why. Yes. I'll tell you why. Because he looked at the past and he looked at his qualifications and looked at everything else about him and went, if I put this guy in, I'll lose. They'll laugh at me. It does. It does. It sounds like malarkey, yeah. It sounds like a FUBA setup. It sounds like we used to call FUBA fighting in a built-up area, or OBOA, urban operations, or urban fighting in an operational area. But we used to call it fish. All right? And the reason we call it fish is fish stands for fighting someone else's house, or fighting in someone else's house. And we used to call it fish. Now, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I'm just going on this is speculation. I just heard a rumor. Don't know if it's true, so I'm going to just repeat it as hearsay. Is that apparently the fleas paid for this expert? Not sure if it's true or not. Oh, did she? Huh. Oh, Lisa, whose money did you use? Your own personal money or the money that people have been giving you for the Christmas present for that child? Where's the receipts? Can we see the receipts of what money you used to pay for that expert? Hey, where's the evidence of that? Because if you paid to employ an expert handwriting, all that needs to be going into the documentation for court. I'm not being told me to be silly. I'm not silly. That writing expert has been discredited in more courts than I've had warm dinners. Oh, of course it hasn't. Well, I'll tell you one thing now. This whole thing is going to go to this whole thing is going to get so out of control, and that's what they want. Bruce wants this to be so out of control that the courts go, no, we can't deal. No, done. But what he's doing is doing favors for. He's just doing favors for them, for Jeremy. every time he opens his mouth, he's doing Jeremy and his legal team favors every time. And the more he does, the better. How can you find? You've got a guy living with you on your property, and you've thrown him under the bus. How many times now? Oh yeah, he's getting deeper and deeper. And like, I mean, I've sort of kept quiet. I mean, I even watched Kevin's video the other night. Very interesting. Very interesting. Um, very interesting to say the least. Yeah, that was an interesting video actually. But I only watched some of it, and I watched enough to tell me that them two are no longer friends. That's for sure. Bubbles rush to copy what Jeremy has filed. Have tripped. Yeah. Right. Anyway, guys. Obviously, this wasn't going to be a long one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into quite Q&A time. So you've now got question and answer. The Q&A. It's the Q&A time. Let me just type it in. It's Q&A. Oh, wait a minute. Try that one again. Q&A time. Oh, really? Did you ever have the misfortune to see her? Oh, God, don't do that. Hello, who are you? Like that. Right, okay, let's have some Q&A time, guys. Go ahead and ask away. And by the way, I'm not going to talk about my 2-inch pipe. The question: How many channels has Bubbles been banned from? Ratta, say how you doing, mate? You just missed it. I would say quite a few. The thing is, I've put him and a couple other people on my ban list. So, but he was still able to comment. How he does that, I don't know. But that's by and by. I don't really care. I just delete it, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. Like if I leave comments open and I get the slightest inkling that person's a brand spanking new account or they're talking crap, I'll just delete them. And I don't have to explain myself why. Good morning, all of you. I am safe and sound at my brother's in Brentford. Where you go? That's good to know, Star. That's good to know. At least we now know that you're. He's changed. Yeah. Hey, Raz, have you heard about your mate and Slug? Just for heads up. That's funny as hell. That. Anyway, so right, questions. Right, I've had one question. Come on, guys. Let's stick to the questions. Let's go. Keep the block button going hard. The thing is, I mean, you don't even have to be in a channel. You can just block. I mean, I don't mind if I get blocked from certain channels, to be perfectly honest with you, because like at the end of the day, I just bring truth and facts, and I will also protect the people who I've met. I mean, I've met a lot of people. I've made some good friends. Yeah. So, right, okay, I did. I'm not friends with. That's entirely up to you, Dratus. That's entirely up to you. But I don't think me being in the same room as him would, that's me personally. I know. Everyone to own. So yeah. Right. Any questions, guys? Come on. I know you want questions. Answer questions. Answer me question. Do it now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Spawn Trooper. I am hereby requesting for you to ask questions, and maybe I'll give you an answer. So if you're sitting in your living room with my voice coming from your TV, and you have a dog, or a cat, meow, just let them listen to my sexy voice. Right, what was that? We lost our sanity. Have we lost our sanity? No, absolutely not. Bubbles and misinfo get blocked a lot. Trolls are employing the tactics of blocking mods so they can't see their comments. How do you combat that? Well, that's something that you can write into YouTube and say, hey, look, I don't. Do you know what? I don't really care if I get blocked by these people and I can't see their comments, because if I can't see their comments, I can't laugh at them. Is Schmiegel there? No, Schmiegel is poorly, but he'll be back later. We want to push. No, you're apparently poorly, so be poorly. Serious word. Would you be interested in filing a complaint against Bubbles against his law license for threats? Al Walker, I can't go into detail, but I can say there is something on the go, in the run, in the pipeline, but I can't go into it due to legal reasons. Yeah, Slug says he threw with. Yeah, well, my husband has just offered to cook dinner. Oh yeah. You know what that means, don't you? Hey, lemon honey. Come here a minute. Come here. Come closer. Come here. You know what that means, don't you? You want to do the plumbing later? Yeah. I appreciate you for all the lovely conversation, and I appreciate you all, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, not a problem, Uncle Frank. You can block a mod, but mods can still see the comments on the channels they mod on. Yes. Q, how is your ear? It is extremely painful. It's still going on. Obviously, I've got some medication now. And what I'm doing, I'm just making sure that it's covered and it doesn't get cold or anything. Hubby wants to get schmexatihi. Yeah, he does. Right. Are there any more questions? I'll answer questions, guys. You don't be scared. No question is a stupid question. Come on. I'll sit here and just talk. I don't care. I'll just sit here and go, I want to be your dream. Once upon a time, I'm singing a song. As for my copyright strike videos, I uploaded them onto my own website. Yes, I don't get money for them, but they are shared for all to see. Do you know? I mean, the thing is, I can't understand. Okay, here's one thing I can't understand. All right, there are people out there who attack they talk shit about people and everything else, and then they fucking cross over the line, and then as soon as they cross over the line and a person reports them or a copyright strikes them, right, they start whining and complaining, and then what they do then the same thing, and if not that, they do worse. They deliberately go to someone's channel and then start copyright striking them or reporting them or whatever. Now, that's abuse of the system. And if it was up to me and people did that, I would write to YouTube and say, look, you are allowing these individuals to abuse the system that you've put into place to protect creators. A creator should be able, there's a reason why they've got a list of different topics. Is it entertainment? Is it journalism? Is it entertainment? Is it gaming? Whatever, right? And from what I've gathered, the argument that these two had, it's all about copyright striking. And at the end of the day, fair use doesn't mean you can just use everything. I mean, that's why I don't use footage. I use video. I use the audio, because anything you put on a public domain is fair use, as long as it, you don't, I mean, in my eyes, you don't edit it or you don't change it. And everything I've put out there is factual, but it's I don't know. It's like, yeah, you've probably spoke to him for quite a while, but that's one of the reasons I don't talk to people like that, is because they're hypocrites. I have not been shown any reasons to like some people, and I'm not here to like people. I'm not here to hate people or dislike people. I'm here, right, to prove a fact, to prove a point. And some people just can't handle that. Yeah. I mean, he did the same thing to me where, where I mentioned about Disney and all that. And I put a video out. Okay. But the thing is, one thing he couldn't do, okay, is he couldn't do anything because I used AI. I got script, I got lyrics for it up via an AI program. That's free. And then I used the music AI to do the tune. Question: have you tried an ear candle? Ear candle for your ear? No, I haven't. Right now, at the moment, my ear is not as bad, but it is. Once in a while, I get a twinge, so it is getting better. The pain is sort of receding, but once in a while, when I go to sleep and I wake up, I've got a habit of laying on that side, and when I wake up, I feel like I've been kicked in the head. The biggest issue is here, right? And this is my opinion, okay? For me, it's about the truth. It's about the truth. It's about it's day and night, black and white, lie and truth. I didn't. If you are gonna lie, if you're gonna lie, you're gonna get caught in that lie. If you fabricate something, you're gonna get caught out. And so far, I have caught quite a few people out in their own conundrum of bullshittery. And do I get off of it? No. I'm like, if I was a processor, I'd probably might be the calmest one you'll ever come across. I would knock on your door. Hi, are you here? Yep, there you go. That's for you. What is that? Sign there, please. Thank you very much. You've just been served. Have a good day. Take care. You think Lynette will? Wait a minute. You think Lynette will turn on the fleas when she keeps from historical proof, from history and historical reaction? Yes, I think she'll turn on everybody because she does that. She turns on everyone who doesn't get. If she doesn't get away from what I've learned from that individual, she turns on people because she can't get away. And this is why I say that someone professional needs to talk to her, because at the end of the day, she's definitely got something going on. Digital, I bet you any money that guy has got more screenshots than we've all had warm dinners put together. Spawn showed proof in the document today that she said that signed is not the first time. No, it's not. Would you invite Bubbles to a one-on-one, not mac and cheese? No comment. I refuse to answer that question. Good try, SM at 39. Good try. Good try. But I refuse to answer that question. Yeah. I mean, that's I try to keep it as clean as I possibly can. Yes, I do swear a lot. Again, SM39. I can't answer that question. But you've put a smile on my face. But I don't believe in. But I let me put it this way. Okay, I know you're asking a simple question, but that type of response is not called for, because at the end of the day, it's not. And plus, I wouldn't waste my fucking energy anyway. But he did call me a coward. But again, I wouldn't waste my energy. I don't, no. Good try though. Professionally, yes. He has done a lot to damage his professional name. He's done a lot. And the thing is, what he doesn't realize is that everything that's been posted on Facebook, if you do Google searches, it does come up. Spawn Truther, it would be a waste of time to have a battle of wits with an unarmed person. You mean a brainless person? What do you think of Bubbles going after Silverman? Well, from looking at Silverman, okay, let me put it this way: the three lawyers, Shockett, Silverman, and Matskin. I'd rather see Silverman and Shockett at it than watching Matskin, because Matskin is not a lawyer. He's not a lawyer. They either one of them are just they'd rip him apart. Because the thing is, he's not a criminal lawyer. That's what you need to remember, right? Everything he's doing is off the cuff right now. Right? He's acting like he's the main lawyer, right? But he's not. He's a pro act vice. So he's assistant. Right? The main lawyer, I think, is Stark, but he suddenly got his license back, which is another thing. If he didn't have his license, or he hadn't paid his bar bill, bar bill. If he hasn't paid his legal bar bill, does that mean any documents in the period where he wasn't registered, does that mean those documents are voided? No, we're not going to say that, Tim. We're not going to say that. No, we're not going to say that. If he goes after vets, we can use verbal. We can use words. I mean, the thing is, he thinks he can come after me verbally. He thinks he can come after Skipper verbally, but he fails every time. Every time. And me, I'm a type of person, I like to get into verbal arguments, but I like to get into a good argument, have a good fucking back and forth, as long as both parties can walk away with a smile on their face. It's at the end of the day, if you can't take constructive criticism, and the amount of people who said, "Oh, you delete your posts, or you don't let people comment or stuff like that." Well, hello, it's my choice. If I don't want people to comment on it, there's a reason why I don't people want to comment on it. Because at the end of the day, if I want you to comment on it, then that means I want to discuss the topic I've posted about. But if I don't want to discuss it, then I don't allow comments. And that's the reason I don't allow comments on posts. But I haven't posted for a while because I don't have to. It's just like here on here, I leave some of these videos open so people can comment. And the thing is, if I don't like the comment because it can be misinterpreted in different ways, like some of the comments here today, right? I will remove that comment. And it's not because I don't agree with it. It's because it can cause a different reaction from different people. I mean, I had Bruce make a comment, but he's being childish, and I don't want him on my page. If he puts a comment on my post, I will delete it, and I'll say that publicly. I don't want his name or any of his comments on my YouTube channel. He probably already has, because apparently, from what I understand, is that he's been harassing him, from what I understand, from what I've heard. But again, I don't know. You know, he's good at running his mouth behind the keyboard if he ever comes. Yeah, the thing is, Kathy, you have to understand, we don't just, we're not. We can, if we want to, turn it on and turn it off, but we don't just go around. We don't go around educating people, in that aspect. We don't do that. Like a true veteran will use his common sense, his words, and a true man usually will always turn around and walk away. Because at the end of the day, when you know that you're just talking to, like I'm surprised they can stack shit that high. But when you come into a situation like that, it's just best to just turn around and walk away. And if they then come after you, you give them one chance, and that's it. But I don't believe that type of action or interaction needs to be done, and it shouldn't be done, because at the end of the day, even if we don't like someone, it's their choice to make mistakes, not ours. Oh, I've been in some bars, trust me. Hell, I walked into one and got an ashtray in my chin, and I didn't even do anything. I just walked. Even the bouncer looked at me and he went, "What the fuck was that about?" And I got claret going down my throat, and the bouncer thought my throat had been cut. And they all rushed me into the back of the bar or the back of the nightclub, and then I had a beautiful, nice cut on my chin, quite deep and quite wide. And I went, "Have you got a first aid kit?" And they went, "Yeah." And I went, "Okay then." So I took my top off. It only got a bit of blood on it. I took my top off, did my bit, cleaned it up a little bit. Hurt like hell. And then I made my way to a hospital and had it stitched. Well, I didn't stitch, they glued it. And then the next morning when I was on parade, the first thing the boss went, "What happened to you?" I went, "I fell down the stairs." And he looked at me and he just went, "Yeah, sure you did." I went, No, I did so. I fell down the stairs." And he went, "Okay, were you stitched up?" I went, "Oh, I went to, yeah." He went, "So what stairs you fall down?" "Oh, the ones in town." He went, "Oh, right, okay, what ones are those?" And I went, "The round ones." He just laughed. Yeah. Because in them days you could get charged for, you could get done for self-inflicted pain because it stopped you from doing your job. Yeah. But yeah, well, let's not talk about violence and stuff like that. That's what I'm not here for. I don't, But the thing is, people, at the end of the day, right now, you guys need to start, especially if you live in the States and that, right? You need to start looking at, the people who've suffered this hurricane and everything. Send your thoughts and prayers out to all the people. Hopefully, touch wood, no one was unalive, touch wood. And if people out there need help, give them some help. Okay. So if there's no other questions, guys, and I like to say thank you very much for everyone for coming. And just remember that don't become sheep. Step out the box and look at all this, and then no, you didn't, Frank. You didn't get in trouble. Step out of the box and look at this from a non-biased perspective. Look at this from a perspective of let the courts deal with who's right and wrong. But if you see, if you see someone lying or making stuff up like some people do on their platform, then it's your choice to listen to them or your choice to not. Yeah. But other than that, all I can say is guys, please, if you are close or we're near to that hurricane, remember, go out there. There's people who probably might need help. So if you're able to offer help, don't put yourself into any danger, but go and help. Yeah. Even if you drop off a pack of water for the police or for the fire service or something, or you turn up with some coffee or something like that. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'm going to call it a night, or wait, a day, a night, afternoon, whatever. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. And thank you very much for your ongoing support. And also thank Rattus for me becoming a household name, you know. And like I said, if I ever do achieve to a point where I can monetize, that's going straight back out. That's going straight to the veterans. That's going to go straight to a charity. And I will absolutely make sure that you will, in the community page, I will put up a screenshot, obviously redacted, and I'll show you that who I sent it to and what I've done. Okay. I'm not on this platform to, get the, on that coattail. I'm not there. I'm just here to put my opinion out. And I'm getting better and better at video editing. That's one thing for sure. I tell you one thing, that bloody editing machine, that system is awesome. You can play around with it and make weird shit go out. I made a mistake, so I had to delete one. I made everything go backwards. I was like, how the fuck did I do that? Yeah, so can you imagine watching a video of me talking and I go, yep, yep, what, yep, 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 yep. Yeah. That'd be a bloody hilarious 25 minutes. You just listen to my voice go, yep, yep. Oh, has it? To be honest with you, like, I appreciate the support. I appreciate Rattus coming in. I appreciate all of you coming in. You seem to be like part of the furniture now. A lot of you I recognize straight away from the name. It's nice to actually meet you guys. It's nice to actually interact with you guys. So again, thank you very much, and to Rattus and Skipper and everyone else who forced me into this. Again, thank you so much. Yeah, and yes, and I agree with SM. Have a blessed day, everyone. And what do you see, 45? What do you see? I see 48. Well, let me have this cigarette and this coffee while we're talking. Has everyone got their coffee? I know it's early morning. What time is it on the East Coast down there? Oh, it's 12 o'clock, 12 noon. So, night owl. Ooh, who's that? Donna Miano. Love listening to you. You see and speak the truth. Well, I try to. I'm not perfect. I try to. But I did do a little bit of a dig. I did do a video, Spawn Trooper the Truth Seeker, plus a bonus clip. And I just needed to remind people to listen to that bonus clip because, yeah, Bruce, you made little mistakes. Yeah, that's good. You have your coffee. That's good. Hey, Simon, I like rolling cigarettes as well. I roll mine as well. I've got an old tobacco tin that I've had for years. In the old tins, these old tins. And I'll take a picture of it one day and I'll show you. And it's got it's got the words emergency fags on there. Like, that's cigarettes for you Americans. We call cigarettes fags. Yeah. And I looked at it and I went, holy shit, I've had that for years. And it's even got my nickname on the bottom of it as well. And I was in the middle of an exercise and I just ran out of tobacco and I put all my cigarettes in there to keep them dry. And then one of my mate got into the vehicle and he went, oh, hold that for a second. And it was green sniper tape. It's like a cotton type of tape. I went, can I borrow that for a second? He went, yes. I just taped up my whole tobacco tin and it's green. And look, that's what it sounds like. It doesn't even sound like a tin when you drop it. So yeah, and I can't, that there's been to many places, many places. Yeah, I've had that for years. This tin is Been to many places, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you got the old Golden Virginia tin, yeah. I think this one's a Golden Virginia, but I can't remember. It's been years. Because here in the UK, you were able to go into a tobacco shop and actually buy the tins. I wonder if they still sell them, by the way. I need to do some research on that. It'll take me 10 minutes to find that one. So is everyone having a good day now that we've got everything out of the way and we're just having a coffee and having a cigarette or a sandwich? Got the thing of H, yeah, we are. I am all the time. Every time I hear about this topic, the first thing I think about is that little, being a dad myself. Yes, I do, Sam. I do roll my own. Because the thing is, I do smoke TaylorMades as well, but I do roll my own because when you roll your own, you don't smoke as much. And I've got a friend of mine came back and brought back 250 grams of Golden Virginia. So I've got 250 grams of Golden Virginia to smoke. So that means I've got a long time. And because the amount it cost, yeah, it's yeah. 1 second, I'm just gonna drink some water. Please hold. Your call is important to me. Oh God, that was nice. Did I watch? Sorry if you heard that. I do apologize. Do you? No, I didn't. No, I didn't watch the stream. I did. I think Umbrella Guy. I think Amber Heard is back on. Oh God, that woman is an absolute idiot. Actually, for Amber Heard, do you know what? Her and Bruce. Nah. All right then, Al. You take care, mate. And again, thanks very much for popping in and all that. And if I'm live or you're always welcome to pop in and say hi. And again, thank you very much for popping in. You take care of yourself, bud. Yeah. Right, guys. Not going to be rude, but I think oh, hi, Trissa. How you doing? I think I'm going to call it a day. It's been an absolute pleasure. You as well, Lemo. All right. So I'm going to call it a day. Again, thank you very much for coming. Remember, when you get a chance, if you see Skipper on Veteran Nation or any of the guys or Squid, go and show us some love. Go and say hello to them. And I will see you on the flip side. And guys, have a good day. And remember, pay it forward. Peace.